Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3 Scenario 2, and things that we've changed. I was going to change the lineup, but it won't freaking let me. I was actually going to take Garosh out of this fight, because his stats suck, they really do, especially compared to my other archer-type people, Waltz, and Bernard, especially Bernard now, because he has a breaker arrow. I was actually going for the dragon arrow, but it just kept making a bunch of moon arrows, and then it made a breaker arrow, and I said, why the hell not? Breaker arrow is has 1 point more attack according to Wolfgang's site, and adds 2 more defense. It doesn't say that on its item description though. But it does raise his defense by equipping it. The special attack that it has is kind of useless. It does the dispel attack, and honestly, most of your special hits are going to one-shot casters anyway. So why is that even an issue? But also, Bernard does not throw out the special attacks as often as Hayward did. I went with the Dragon Arrow for Hayward simply for the Paralyze. That was useful. Bernard has not been as adamant about special attacks as Hayward was. So, Breaker Arrow, a higher attack, a little bit extra defense, why not? So now everyone has at least a level 1 Mithril class weapon. Some people have a little bit better, some people have a little bit worse. But yeah, I was going to try to remove Garosh from this fight because my other my other members are just so much more useful, and it wouldn't let me. There's no way around it. I've tried every possible combination. I wanted to keep Arthur in this fight to make Arthur more worthwhile. Would not let me do it. I'm quite disappointed by that. I guess it's because of the fact that I'm getting both Zero and Garosh in this fight, but it's just it's not letting me plan out my party the way I really want to. So I'm just gonna have to make do with what I have. But we do have Zero and we have Garosh, which means we technically have 2 extra soldiers in this fight. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have an extra person, which is 0. So I guess still having an extra person is still an extra person. Alright, so the sand and the terrain is going to slow us down considerably. We've already looked at all the bad guys. I'm going to do my best to kill every single bad guy in this fight before we deal with Jade, who I'm still kind of surprised that I did not realize is a man. Oh, so yeah, the things you learn. Let's see, we've got Zero in, and he has an accessory that he can wear, Bracer of Defense plus 3, so we're going to equip that on him. Zero does not technically have a Mithril weapon, so he won't be getting one, and that kind of saddens me, but there's really not a way to get him one. The only way that I could get him one is if I bought a sword, equipped it to median, and then made a Mithril weapon based, because it'll make a Mithril weapon based off of whatever type of weapon you currently have equipped. But I don't know if that changes if you have higher rank in something. So if you have a sword equipped and you try to make a Mithril weapon, but you've got higher rapier, will it make a rapier or will it make a sword? I'm betting it'll make a sword, because I think the system goes off after what you currently have equipped. So I could have done that, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be keeping Zero in my force. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how long he stays, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a section where he is not in the force permanently. Especially for the last battle. I think the last battle is going to be kind of iffy on how he's going to be there. So we'll make what weapons we can, and we'll go from there when we can. there is still another another blacksmith in the game. There are two, just like in Scenario 1. I think Scenario 1 had more than one. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it did. It had a, you can make them now, or you can make them in the very last town. Part of the problem is taking the time to do it. I truly hate doing that. It does aggravate the piss out of me making mithril weapons. I miss so much doing Shining Force 2 on the Xbox, where I could pretty much save state. The Xbox allowed you to save at any point, and as long as the system was active, you could start up that save at any point. You only have 3 save files like that, but still, that was useful. So we'll see how it goes. And we're gonna sneak ahead so that we can kill all of these guys. All of these guys are going to die. Not entirely sure what the AI for those harpies are doing. Seems a little odd. Oh well. So we got Barricel soldiers coming up. We'll get flanked by them and the guys on the other side, the other Barricel soldiers and the... Yeah, that group. Right there. And Garosh takes 19 damage. Really? That is a shit ton of damage, and Zero is going to take about the same amount. 20 damage, because he is also 2 levels behind at least 2 levels behind everyone. Because he keeps freaking disappearing from us. What I hate... The upside to Scenario 2, you don't get nearly as many characters. So the characters you've got are with you more consistently. Like, by this point in time in Scenario 1, we had pretty much a reserve team. We had our backup team. Scenario 1, we have 2 people in the reserve team right now. So... But also, you start off considerably stronger in Scenario 2. Like, we start off a great bit stronger. But characters like Zero, who keep coming and going as they damn well please, kind of put us at a disadvantage. Soul Steal is area of effect? Nope, Soul Steal is single target. We're gonna try Soul Steal. And it worked! Insta-kill for Synthesis. I don't use Soul Steal often, but when I do, it's typically fantastic. Alright. Let's see how much damage Hazuki can do. 48 damage. Oh. To something that I know has a decent defense stat. I know he's got a decent defense stat. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna see if I can let Zero get a hit in without dying. He probably won't. Because what would be awesome is if we could level up Zero. Now, I've got healing items aplenty, but... Alright. Aura. Aura with its ridiculous range. I really don't need to target too many people, I just need Garosh and Zero. Those are the only 2 that need it. And I really could have taken the time to heal both separately, but I'm not all that concerned. And I've just now realized I've blocked him in so Zero can't hit him. So hopefully I can move Garosh first so that Zero can come in. But no, I can't. And I don't have any sort of ranged item to use. So Zero's useless. So we'll set him there. Send Garosh up there. There we go. And you're gonna attack Median, which is fine. Because Median's going to block and say none of your crap. I have to say, Jade looks really weird. Because I never realized the, because you can see his head sticking out. I never quite realized that those were the driver's heads. I thought they were just part of the tank. I'm still kind of used to Shining Force 2, where they're just in a tank. It's just a tank. But yeah, it's part of me wants to have done a section where we get Jade instead of Garosh, just as a hey, see what the differences are. Sadly, there's not really an easy way to do it. Alright, move everyone forward. I mean, really, we're just gonna be killing things. We're not. No, don't attack him. Attack him. And you have to double bolt him? Is that really necessary? Ah. And support wears off. Support wears off. Support wears off. Support's just going to continue to wear off because it doesn't seem to last nearly as long for level 1 as it should. Oh, the harpies! The harpies! Hey, it's Zero's turn. He can attack something. Let's see if he can kill it. Yes, he can! Barely. And they're dropping freaking medical herbs? Are you kidding me? As you can see, I've pretty much just kind of gone down the middle. I probably should not have done that. Probably should have gone around and stuck to one side. But honestly, these guys, they're not going to attack. I say they're not going to attack in any destructive pattern, and then I take a Tornado 4 to the face. Oh, I was actually expecting Garosh to die. Oh, there's still time. There's still time. Hi, Axis. You helping me LP again? He's been very fidgety today. I think it's the weather. It's gray and nasty here today. It's just... It's one of those days that you can tell it's winter, but it's been a very subdued winter around here. It's kind of disappointing, really. Like, I don't really like winter. I'm not one of those people that I have to have winter. But if I'm going to have winter, I would really greatly prefer winter to have snow. Like, go all out. Don't... Now what do you... Now he's crawling in a... I bought a box of DVD slim cases. to be used for a cover project. And he apparently decides he wants to get in the box. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing now. It looks entertaining, to say the least. Alright, let's start attacking things, shall we? Now that everyone has a mithril weapon, their attack seems to have jumped through the roof. I really wish I could have gone for the high-end mithril weapons, but I'm not going to take the time or effort. Especially not in Scenario 2, because it's not as needed in Scenario 2. It really isn't. So I had to take the box away from him. Looks like he was... The plastic was clear, so he looked kind of disturbed that he could not get out. And he's going back for it. You are not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, are you, doofus? Leave it alone. That's why it's in the trash can. There you go. And splitting the damage up with a golem spell, not my smartest, but I didn't really want to kill him. Well, I really don't want to kill it, but Ragnarok seems to proc a lot. You little rat shit, go away. Get out of the trash can. Not for you. Alright, Waltz. I felt like Waltz was going to be a hindrance in this fight, but she's actually been doing pretty well. So, I really did want Arthur in this fight, because I really think he can be amazing. Like, the concept of having spells on a centaur, he has the high damage output of a centaur, and then he's got his various spells for utility, because a lot of things, you run into things that, you know, just take more damage from magic. It's, yeah, I'm kind of thinking he would have been one of my go-to guys, but it seems that the game has other plans for that and not letting me actually use him. Alright. So, Bernard just did 24 points of damage to a Mega Loader, bringing him down to 26 HP. Let's see what Garosh does. 12. Now, granted, Garosh does not have a mithril weapon. But Bernard also took considerably less damage from that hit. That one hit almost killed Garosh. And Bernard blocks. I like how he's blocking a pike with a bow. The one thing that always got me in Captain America and the Avengers, the arcade beat 'em up, if you pressed and hold the attack button, you blocked. You would develop a shield that would protect against any projectile attack, which was really good. I think it would also even protect against certain melee attacks. And Hawkeye would just kind of hold his bow out in front of him, and I'm like, how are you defending lasers with a piece of wood? I was entertained. We'll say I found it entertaining, to say the least. Alright. We've already done damage to the Mega Loader. I'm trying to not have Median kill anything, because Median's already level 8. I want to get some other people up. And that goes out the window. Because Centurion will kill him. Granted, Centurion is the coolest freaking special ever. I'm not even that. I said earlier I don't particularly like the the rapier specials. Pentagram and... What the... No, that's just freaking useless, Hera. That really is. That's just freaking useless. Anyway, as I was saying, pentagram and triangle are really kind of boring. I'm not at all entertained by them. But Centurion, badass. Really is. Like, I like the sword specials personally as my favorite. I really think they are the best. But Centurion just, you know, the split form and then the... It's something, it's kind of like something you would expect Dragon Ball Z to have, if Dragon Ball Z had more swordsmen other than Trunks. And we'll cast Aura again. Not that it's needed, but it is efficient. It's more efficient if you get more than 2 people in it, though. Ah. I need to have someone kill these things without causing too much of a problem. Yeah, we'll have Bernard kill the Bear Soul Soldier. That was interesting. A little overkill, I might add, but interesting nonetheless. I believe that was the breaker. Alright, we'll kill the Megaloader with 0. If the attack animation ever loads, there we go. And 0 levels up to 6. So now he is the same level as Hera. Hera needs to level up badly. Hera's still kind of behind. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, and I will see you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.